How's the weather? Is it snowing? Is it cold? I currently have the windows open here, so you're going to hear a lot of traffic outside. It's just been very warm here, very unseasonably warm. Oh, it's 30 to 40 degrees? Yeah, that's 30 to 40 degrees. That's warm for you guys, huh? I've noticed that. 40 degrees is a good. I've been in places that when it's 40, and that's a perfect temperature. You can still wear some really nice coats without getting, you know, overly hot. Kristen Stevens, we have had so much snow in Ohio, going to randomly be 54 degrees tomorrow. Oh, interesting. That's gonna make it. That's gonna definitely make the snow melt. Ice fishing on Valentine's Day as a date. Oh, how fun! Oh, ice fishing. That must be really cool. Welcome in, Jonathan Carpenter, to YouTube. Mexi Pina, welcome in. We're also on TikTok Live as well. Hopefully we don't fall through. I don't need any more fractions. Yeah, you need to be really careful. Jonathan, doing really good. Thank you so much. Are you subscribed to the channel? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today? I know, wouldn't that be a lot? Oh, good. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. We normally start 10 minutes after the hour. This is a professional children's literature hour where we read 4 books a night. We'll begin in a couple of minutes. 10 minutes after the hour, or when we have 20 people in the room. Lisa Brown, welcome in. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I appreciate that. If everybody can go on TikTok down to the bottom here, the little arrow, if you can click that and then share the live. I have to work early in the morning. Oh, okay. Have a good night, Jonathan. Everybody can tap that little arrow at the bottom there. Oh, in Indiana? Oh, you're on the East Coast, so it's 12 o'clock midnight. Yeah. What time do you have to wake up in the morning? Thank you so much for the share. Lovely life. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. There's 2. Thank you so much, Kristen Stevens. There's 3. Midwest Central Time Zone. Oh, so it's 11 o'clock. Nice. Oh, thank you so much, this lovely lady. Yeah, we haven't started yet. We normally start like 10 minutes after the hour. We're just waiting for either 20 people or 10 minutes after the hour, and then we'll begin. We got all new fresh titles. We went to the library. We got a good library haul. We have 2 new books that we're going to be reading for Valentine's Day. So this is a Valentine's Day week. Saturday is officially Valentine's Day. Over the weekend, we'll take down the Valentine's Day tree and we will change it over to our winter season. We will have a dead-looking tree with some white lights on it. I think you guys are really like that one. It's really pretty. The Valentine's Day one, I'm gonna have to replace it. It's cute, but it's too small. Can't really see it. You can't really see the magic of the tree. It got eaten up by all the ornaments. Yesterday we only did a East Coast live because there was a few people during the first one, and since it was Super Bowl, so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna do the first one, and that's it. We'll begin in a minute. Just waiting for 20 people in the room, or 10 minutes after the hour. You can share the live at the bottom there, the little arrow. We've got 7 of you that shared. Thank you so much to those of you who shared the live. The live gets sent out into the FYP or to any of your followers. Click that. All right, let's go ahead and begin. Our goal tonight for our taps is going to be 45,000 likes. East Coast fell a little short. They started out strong, but then they fell a little short. So we're going to set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, 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 tap away. If we can get to 10K before the end of the second book, then we will be on target to reach our goal for the night. Remember that by tapping, it sends our page to the FYP. All right, we are going to continue. It is Black History Month, the month of February. We're going to continue with Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Now, I'm going to read the one that we read for the East Coast because I was really inspired by her. And I think I need to do some research on her because I want to know who her kids are. Marcelite Harris, Air Force General. Marcelite Harris. Oops. No one would have ever guessed Marcelite would become one of the most highly decorated military generals in the Air Force. Not even Marcelite herself. After graduating from Spelman College with a degree in speech and drama, Marcelite set her sights on Broadway, but soon saw an opportunity in the Air Force. It was a steady job and a chance to see the world. Marcelite knew what she wanted. Her specialty was aircraft maintenance, although she had to convince her male colleagues that she had a real interest in aircraft hydraulics and aerodynamics. In 1971, Marcelite became the first woman aircraft maintenance officer. Over the next decade, her assignments took her from Thailand to California to Colorado to Japan as she supervised squadrons at various Air Force bases. From airlifting food supplies to protecting the no-fly zone, the maintenance of aircraft equipment is an extremely crucial task, and Marcelite was supervising all of it. Despite the tough hours, she managed to enroll in more aircraft courses, earn a bachelor's degree in business management, and raise 3 children. In 1995, she was promoted to Major General and became the highest ranking woman in the Air Force and the highest ranking black woman in the entire Department of Defense. She took a post in the Pentagon as the Director of Maintenance, which made her responsible for every single weapon and aircraft used in the entire Air Force. She had a career that lasted more than 30 years and has been recognized with countless awards and decorations. Marcelite accomplished many firsts in that time, but made a private commitment to establish opportunities for all women in the armed forces. Marcelite Harris, 1943 to 2018, just recently passed away. Very inspirational. All right, Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Always a good way to start the live. Kristen Stevens, that was a good one, huh? Always a good way to start the live. Gets your brain warmed up. Gives you an opportunity to settle in. Gives you an opportunity to think about, even though children's literature is simple, it's got very important nuggets of information, and the artistry in it, beautiful. This lovely life, we're drinking apple cider tea with lavender syrup, so it makes it really sweet. It gives it a kind of a sweetness to it. All right, let's look in the stacks and see what we can find. Oh, let's go ahead and set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, tap, tap away. If we can get to 10K after this book, we will be on target to reach our goal of 45K tonight. The East Coast fell a little short. They only got to 20K. Oh, no. Yeah, 20K. 28K or something like that. The next book we're going to read is called Home, Sweet Home. Got a little character here. And a dog. And this gold writing. This was published in 2017. It says, a home isn't a home without a pet. That's what we think anyway, but maybe we're biased. We live right here in the pages of this book. But if you could live anywhere in the world, where would you choose? A sleepy village in France, like our pal Bonaparte? Or London, like Queenie, whose human walks her along the River Thames every day? Or would you live in Brooklyn, like the lucky cats who wake up to the New York skyline every morning? Peek inside apartments, houses, and backyards as our friends lead you on a journey around the world. Where would you choose as your home, sweet home? So this is the entrance. Hey, Just Relax, welcome in, welcome back. We've missed you. We haven't seen you in a while. So this is just the opening of the book. A home isn't a home without a pet. Hope everything is going great. This is going to be a really good one. Dash, Wilfeet, USA. My human, Jack. That's the man fishing over there. Oh, good. Just relax. I can hear the sarcasm in your... I can hear the sarcasm in your text. That's the man fishing over there. Runs a guest house in Cape Cod. People say we're not alike. We both got white hair and we growl when we're hungry. In the summer, our house is packed with people, and Jack's always saying, "Get out of the kitchen," but the visitors love me. They feed me bacon and call me good boy, even though I'm actually an old man. In the winter, the house is quiet. Jack's granddaughter visits sometimes. She takes me for long walks along the beach and feeds me popcorn as we watch TV. But I can't wait till spring when the house will be full of games and laughter again. So we're going to get like this little peek into the owners of these pets. This is Jack. They have a house on the Cape. Really pretty. Vincent, Amsterdam, Netherlands. So this is this dog's owner. This is funny. The best thing about Amsterdam is that people cycle everywhere. My human puts me in his basket and we ride through the city, peeking in at windows as we pass. Lots of the houses are tall and thin, but they're all different inside. Ours is the best, but I have to share it with a cat. So this is a dog in Amsterdam. A little apartment. There's the dog there. And he has to share his home with the cat. Where's the cat at? You can't find the cat. It's a cute little apartment there. That view they got. Really nice. Arun Kalar Yaima, Myanmar. Myanmar. My name means sun because I'm the light of everyone's life. Can you see me? I'm sitting next to my human, waiting patiently for him to catch more fish for me. I live in a wooden house that stands on stilts above a calm blue lake. People get around by rowing, and we cats sometimes hitch rides to see our friends, but mostly we jump from roof to roof. So this one's a cat. So there's the cat right there. Myanmar. Their houses are on stilts. There's a white cat right there. I'm Rex, king of the block. The houses around here have their own personality, just like the people and pets that live in them. The only trouble is the streets are so hilly that I get out of breath just chasing a ball. Oh, this one's in San Francisco. Yeah, the black cat's name is Sun. So this is San Francisco here. Definitely San Francisco. Houses with character. Welcome to those of you on YouTube. Welcome in. Mimi, Toronto, Canada. This side of the street belongs to me and my sister. Other cats don't dare come near. We roam the big gardens at night, hunting mice, but we don't stray far. A few blocks away are busy streets packed with people from all over the world. So this is Toronto, Canada. I'm loving this trip around the world that we get, and all these houses. There's the cat. Get an inside peek. Drago, Capri, Italy. In the summer, our tiny island is full of visitors, so I stay right here at home with my humans. They're excellent cooks and they make fresh pasta, risotto, and local fish, and they always have some for me. Thank you so much, Just Relax. I really appreciate that. So this is in Capri, Italy, and it's true, those cats are everywhere. They see it, they got a dog. Annika Geethorn, the Netherlands. I know I don't look it, but I'm very old for a cat, almost 20. So this peaceful village suits me. Aw. Cars aren't allowed here, so we walk or travel by boat. The only sound is the rustling of the trees, and sometimes the tweeting of the birds, though I'm too old to chase them. Marisi said I cleaned my kitchen and then finally finished the book I was reading. Now I'm back. Oh, good! Marisi said you got a lot accomplished. What book were you reading? I want to go to the Netherlands. This peaceful village suits me. Cars aren't allowed here, so we walk or travel by boat. The only sound is the rustling of trees. That sounds so peaceful. How do people find places like this to live? I don't get it. I would love to live in a place like that. Chang, Hong Kong, China. Oh, hi there. Sorry if I look sleepy. I was just having a nap. I live in a tiny apartment, and the noise from the street is always waking me up. There's usually something interesting to eat, or sniff, or bark at around here. Like that kitten everyone is fussing over. Oh, Stacy, have you been? Oh, wait, our excuses be gone. Oh, nice. I'm familiar with them. Welcome into those of you on YouTube. So here's Hong Kong, China. Very busy, very crowded. Dulce, Ibiza, Spain. Life is peaceful in Ibiza. I laze around all day in our house, which is painted white to reflect the sun and keep us cool. In the evenings, when the sound of cicadas fill the air, I stroll outside to relax. But it isn't very relaxing when my humans start playing music. Ibiza. The white sand washed walls of Ibiza. Iceland, Ava. I live in a village built beneath rocky cliffs at the edge of the stormy sea. This place suits me. I'm as big and solid as the rocks that surround us, and my thick fur keeps out the cold. People don't have fur, though, so the roofs of the houses are covered in green to keep them warm. The buildings look as though they're growing out of the earth itself. So these are the people with the thatched roofs. Iceland and the Netherlands. Taki, Kyoto, Japan. Kyoto is calm and full of ancient things like me. Tortoises can live to be 100. The walls of my house are made of paper, and there are no stairs, so I can crawl whenever I like. Very slowly. Kyoto. Oh, Brenda Ape, you're going to Iceland in September? How exciting. I'd love to go to Iceland as well. Iceland, the Netherlands. Sounds like a lot of fun. Churro, Mexico. Mexico City. Mexico is like lots of little cities in one, and wherever you go, you'll see dogs. I live on the top roof. That's me on the balcony. But I'm always visiting my friend in other apartments, like Chica the Chihuahua, who lives downstairs. So we've got Mexico. Chica the Chihuahua. This is a cute book. Queenie, London, England, the UK. This is me with my little human, Laura. She lets me sit on the couch when her parents aren't around. I walk her to school every day along the River Thames, where ancient churches stand next to brand new skyscrapers. London is a city full of stories waiting to be explored. Look at that cute little apartment. I love that wallpaper. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a turquoise with trees on it. A beautiful turquoise. Coco, Brooklyn, New York. I'm a lucky cat. I wake up to the New York skyline every morning. I never get tired of the view. Manhattan is beautiful, whether the sun is shining or the snow is falling. And the snow often falls here in the winter. After breakfast, my human lets me out of the apartment and I roam the city all day, taking the sights and sounds and smells of New York. But I'm always pleased to see when she gets home. When was this published? Let me see. 2017? It looks like they have the Twin Towers on there. I don't think those are the Twin Towers. It's 2017. It's way past Twin Tower time. Paris. Oh, this is Pierre and Papillon. Paris, France. Paris is the city of love. We would know we have a bird's eye view. The city is most beautiful at sunset when the Eiffel Tower is silhouetted against the evening sky. We look out over the roofs as the sun goes down, watching the lights flick on all over the city like stars. We love a good Paris moment. I remember going to France. It's so pretty. pretty city. Juan Seville, Spain. Our house is built around a courtyard, so it's always filled with light. The humans come for a siesta in the hot afternoons. We relax together on the cool tiled floors until they go out again. Then I go back to sleep. Seville, Spain, España. Loving all the decorative tiles. Bonaparte, Gourdes, Provence, France. I'm so glad my humans decided to move here. They like the houses, which look like they are part of a landscape. The blue shutters match the lavender that scents the air. But I like the cheese that the humans buy at the market on Saturdays. They never finish it, which means more for me. We're all happy here in our home. Sweet home. Provence, France. We love a good France moment. The end. Home, sweet home. I give this one an 8. Really good pictures. I love the tour around the world. Could have been a little bit shorter. I think the length could have been cut down a little bit. But in the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. Home, sweet home. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. Set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, tap, tap. You guys are doing far and above where you're supposed to be at right now. You guys are at 18K. Let's keep tapping. Let's set the timer. Yeah, we just went around the world. Just relax. We stopped over there on the East Coast in Brooklyn. Agreed, Kristen Stevens? Yeah, that was an 8. I agree. Yeah, a little bit too long, a little bit too lengthy. But let's look back at what we read. We started Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Then we read Home Sweet Home. This is a good one. I really love the illustration. I give the illustrations a 10, but the story a little bit too long. Could have cut down on some of the pets. All right. And beautiful artwork, but agree, it could have been shortened. Yeah. A little lengthy. A little lengthy. It cuts down on the other ones. All right. Let's look in the stacks and see what we have tonight. We're going to start with, we're going to look at what we got in the library hall. Let's see what the library hall has for us tonight. This one's gonna be funny. Snoring Beauty. Snoring Beauty. Gotta love the title, gotta love the illustrations on this one. We love a good, look at that color. Isn't that a great color? Snoring Beauty. She has no problems in the world. She is sleeping really good. 2014. The night before his wedding day, the skies were dark and dreary. But in his house, a little mouse was dreaming of his dearie. Mouse grinned a goofy little grin and settled in for a doozing. He needed rest to look his best, but as his eyes were closing... So this little mouse here is getting married tomorrow. Love the colors. Good, like watercolor. It's like a watercolor picture. I love this turquoise. It's like a blue, like a mixed blue with turquoise in it. From deep inside the tower room, there came a monstrous roaring. It shook the night as tucked in tight lay Sleeping Beauty snoring. I know someday a prince will come to break this spell, Mouse grumbled. Till then, each quake kept Mouse awake as Beauty's snoring rumbled. So she is sleeping in the tower, Sleeping Beauty, but she is snoring away. Look at her. She doesn't have a care in the world. Probably saliva coming out of her mouth. She's so knocked out. Mouse rose to close the shutters. Then he peeked outside the tower. His eyes grew wide. A prince, he cried. I'll sleep within the hour. My name is Max, the prince announced, his manner prim and snooty. With shoulders squared, Prince Max declared, I'm here for Sleeping Beauty. There's the prince. We love a good moon in children's literature. The castle. There's the mouse right there, right at the top. He's coming for the Sleeping Beauty. Rushing to unlock the gate, Mouse welcomed Max, elated. From Beauty's room came Snooga Room, and Mouse's hopes deflated. Who waits in there, a troll, a bear? Asked Max through all the clatter. The tower shook from every nook, small creatures ran and scattered. She is snoring so loud. He's scared of it. Look at all the animals. Oh no, Mouse cried and quickly lied. It's just some creaky floor. Go on ahead, although Mouse said she may be softly snoring. But Max was not a bit alarmed. He said, I'll do my duty. He drew his sword and hurried toward the sleeping Princess Beauty. There's Sleeping Beauty there. As Max knelt to Beauty's bed, her lashes gently fluttered. Prince Max leaned in, Mouse hid a grin, and then, honk shoo, she sputtered. Prince Max blew back, surprised and shocked. Egad, how loud, he bellowed. Oh rats, Mouse wept. Though Beauty slept, the girths hadn't mellowed. That's a lot of tongue-twisting words there. Choo, choo. Mouse said, let's work together now to stop these royal sputters. I propose we hold her nose. Oh, I suppose, Max muttered. Mouse waited for a snoring pause, then pinched her nostrils tightly. Max puckered up, but then, kerchup, she snored impolitely. So he's trying all these ways to wake her up. Trying to choke her by squeezing her nose. This is so funny. They grabbed 2 pitchers from a shelf as Beauty lay crenching. Mouse yelled, heave ho! From high and low, they gave her face a drenching. Mouse held his breath, Max bit his lip. Could this be it? They wondered. The room grew still, no sound, until, skerfuffle, she thundered. So they threw some water on her to try to wake her up. Let's try another plan, said Mouse, to solve this snoring pickle. Max nodded yes. Mouse said, I guess we could give her a tickle. They pulled the sheets from Beauty's feet as soon they heard her titter. And when Argum boomed through the room, both Mouse and Max grew bitter. So even tickling her feet still did not wake her up. She's still knocked out. I'd be happy to. Right, just relax a bit and sleep. She must have been working really hard. Mouse wrung his hands and stared at Max. That's it, I'm done, Max shouted. To Mouse's pleas of kiss her please, Prince Max just frowned and pouted. I like the crown, I like the throne, I really like the castle. Max shook his head, he shrugged and said, the snoring's too much hassle. He gave up. Yeah, it does that, huh? Just relax. I know. This keyboards are very sensitive now on the phones. As Max walked off, Mouse heard Karush. He placed before the mirror. One kiss. He paced before the mirror. One kiss would do, but how? From who? At once it all got clear. Mouse knew what he would have to do. I hope I won't get cooties. Through roaring snores, Mouse crossed the floors and pressed his lips to Beauty's. So he's going to take it upon himself to wake her up. Mouse pulled away and spit. Patoo! The day's first light was dawning. He heard a high yet sleepy sigh, and Beauty started yawning. She rubbed her tired, drowsy eyes, a sight Mouse found quite splendid. He ran outside to Max and cried. The snoring finally ended. Oh, so he kissed her and she woke up. So he's gonna go get the prince back. Max followed Mouse into the room. Go kiss her now, Mouse prodded. Max bent a knee, said, marry me, and Beauty beamed and nodded. With just a bit of time to sleep, Mouse slumped against his bedding. He woke at 8 to celebrate his stylish double wedding. Aw, he called her back and he ended up kissing her. Mouse kissed his bride and Max kissed his. They stood together grinning. Mouse raised his cup and offered up a toast to new beginnings. But when he tried to sleep that night, Mouse woke to monstrous roaring. He clutched his ears and fought back tears, while Miss Mouse... Look at the Mouse family here, getting married too. Lay snoring. So she ended up falling asleep too. Look at him. He's got the pillow over his ears. The end. Snoring Beauty. That one was cute. I give this one an 8. It's an 8 kind of night tonight. A good story, loving a good rhyme. I love the illustrations, but again, a little bit too long. Could have shortened it just a bit. All right, in the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. Yeah, it was a good bedtime story. I think a lot of people fell asleep with that one. All right, in the comment section, let's see what everybody is thinking. Kristen Stevens, you give that one a 7? Yeah, I agree. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. Let's tap, tap, tap. We should be at 20K. You guys are far above scheduled tapping. Amber, UGC, you give that one a 9. Just relax and think so too. We are at 25K. We're on target to get our goal for tonight, 45K. You guys are doing an amazing job. Just relax and give that one a 9. Okay. Just relax. Do you have snow? You got a lot of snow there? This Lovely Life, you give that one an 8. Kristen Stevens, my fingers aren't up. We thank you. Go ahead and give your thumb a break, and let's have somebody who hasn't tapped, tap away. Let's give Kristen Stevens a thumb rest for now. All right, we do have 2 new fresh titles for Valentine's week. This Friday or this Saturday is Valentine's Day. Yeah, it's been in the negative numbers for almost 3 weeks. Wow. Yeah, I heard the East Coast, especially the New York area, is really cold. We've been the opposite here, just relax. It's been 80 degrees. I have all the windows open. That's not a flex either. I'm not bragging. I wish it was colder. It's hot, it's sticky. The apartment doesn't get down to like, it only gets down to like 73, 72 at night, which normally is about like 68 or 65 during the wintertime, but it's been very hot. Okay. We read this one during the East Coast feed. Love finds a way. You guys are going to really love this one. We've had 2 back-to-back 8s. This one I think you guys are going to feel like it's a 10. Love finds a way. We love a good end page. How pretty that is. Somebody said earlier that would make a good wallpaper. I agree. A nice, pretty accent wall. Love finds a way. This is a good story. Oscar always worried that one day love would find him. That's a great way to start a story. When I saw this at Barnes & Noble. I opened it up. I saw the end page. I was like, interesting. And then I saw this opening line. I thought, I have to get it. It's going to be good. Oscar always worried that one day love would find him. Instead of being desperate for love, he worried one day would find him. And look at the illustrations on this one. A lot of dark colors, a lot of gray tones, a lot of dark, no decorations, just some leaves in the background there. He could feel it out there, somewhere in the forest, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. There had to be some way to keep love away. Oscar tried one thing after another, until at last he knew the answer. So here he's got some squirrels. They're gonna come give him flowers. He's like, nope, we don't want flowers. Take them back. Then he comes with a broom and a knight's hat, and he's got that little shield, the heart crossed out. It's like, these people are not giving up. I know the answer. He would get a ferocious guard dog. So the answer to keeping love away is getting a guard dog. But I'm loving this art though. Look at these leaves. They're just like spattered. Like somebody got like a little tool. Yeah, this is going to be a good one. Just relax, it is. It's got a good ending to it. It's got these little spatterings. He got a ferocious dog, and that's the ferocious dog right there. It does look kind of ferocious. Oscar named the dog Brutus and taught him how to growl and bark and chase. So there's Brutus. Beware of dog, no trespassing. So he's going to keep all the love away. He's showing him how to be a ferocious dog. He's got that little heart on a stick. Keep away. Brutus was very good at his job. So after the first day, Oscar rewarded him with a friendly scratch. So he did really good on the first day. And there's Oscar rewarding him. Just relax, you've been there before. After the second day, so he sees some squirrels up there. They're not giving up. He gave Brutus a tasty treat. Then, after the third day, so he gave him a bone because he's doing so well, keeping love away, chasing the squirrels. Oscar played a fun game of fetch with Brutus. So there's Oscar. Throws the stick. There's Brutus, who wished it would never end. Aw. I think somebody's falling in love. Isn't that a great book? Isn't that a great story? Look at the moon in the back. Now, when it rained, Brutus would lie by Oscar's chair, and when it was cold, he would sleep in Oscar's bed. There's Brutus. At last, Oscar felt completely safe. With Brutus by his side, there was no way love would ever reach him. So there's Brutus and Oscar going out for a swim. There's Oscar. There's Brutus and there's Oscar. Yeah, very tricky. They're all in love. Then one day, Brutus did not return from guarding the yard. Uh-oh. So they were going to go out for a swim again, and Brutus never returned. Oscar searched, and he could not find Brutus anywhere. Look at the little spiders. Now there was no one to protect Oscar, no one to growl or bark or chase. And love was getting closer and closer and closer. Oh, so there he is, Oscar. He's missing Brutus. And the squirrels take it upon themselves to come back. Love was getting closer and closer and closer. Aw, we love a good page break where we don't see any words, just a picture. Here comes Brutus. Yay! He's got some flowers with him. But as Oscar finally found out, look at him, kissing him. And all the squirrels are like, yay, he found love. Love wasn't anything to worry about. Aw, look at, he's decorating his house. He's making it feel really welcome. Remember how dark and depressing it was at the beginning? These dark, stark colors, no trespassing. And then look at how bright. And you've got these little trees here that outline a heart. Isn't that cute? Aww! I love this book. This is such a good buy. It's a really good book for Valentine's Day. Definitely a 10. Love finds a way. Definitely a good save for the 8s that we've been getting. Guess the Christmas events, I just get overjoyed. Love finds a way. Definitely a 10. This one was really good. This is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. Gotta love it. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. This Lovely Life, you like that one? That was a good one. It started out with him not wanting to be in love, wanting to fend away love, but it didn't work. He found love with his dog. Just Relax 10. Let's set the timer for 1 minute. Looks like you guys are going to be reaching your goal tonight. We have about 10,000 left before we get to 45K. All right, our last one of the night, another good one. I'm glad I left these two for the last reads because the two earlier ones, those are good, but they were a little weak. We have a very well-established palette here when it comes to children's literature. We just don't read anything. All right, our last one is called The Sweater, a story of community. You guys are going to really love this one. You're going to go to sleep tonight with a warm heart. We love a good end page. You got some squirrels and some bunnies there. The Sweater. It's got some really good pictures in there. Some golds and blues. Just Relax. This reminds me of where you live. One crisp morning, when the last of the leaves still clung to the trees, Holly set off to go hiking Yes, really good colors. Trump Blues, Bubba, oh, welcome in. Victoria, welcome in. So here's Holly. Holly set off to go hiking. And we love Holly's little place. She's got that tree. It's got some squirrel friends hanging out. She's really nice. She's got good energy. Her little house there. She's gonna go for a hike. She'd gone only a few paces when a little bird stumbled into the thicket. It was plain to see he had been through some things. I love that line. You've been through some things, haven't you? Look at the little bird. Stumbled into the thicket. So she was on her hike, enjoying the day, and she saw that little bird there. Holly smiled hello, but the little bird made straight for the shelter of a woodpecker's old home. Holly understood. Life is heavy sometimes. Girl preaching to the choir. Seeing that he was safe, Holly scrapped her hiking plans and set off to make the rounds. Okay, so here's... right, just relax. Holly smiled, but the little bird made straight for the shelter of a woodpecker's old home. So this is a woodpecker's old home. Holly understood life is heavy sometimes. Seeing that he was safe, Holly scrapped her hiking plans and set off to make the rounds. We're going to go find out what Holly's rounds are. Folks knew what to do. They remembered when they were new and the things they had gone through. They gave what they could. Okay, so she's going to go to the community. She's going to go around, make some rounds. She's going to ask for some donations from all the animal friends in the woods, in the thicket. This one's giving like a little pattern with a flower on it, a string. A little extra, lots of extra, something sturdy, extravagant, and a token that was very dear. So everybody in the neighborhood decides to give something that means something to them. Yes, they're doing mutual aid. Trump Lisbon, you got that. And notice what the animals are wearing. You're gonna find out later what's going on. Holly checked in on the little bird once more to make sure he was still okay. So Holly made her rounds. She collected some things. She went to go check on the bird to see if he was okay. There he is. And it says, then she went home and settled into the chair that knew her best. She hummed a ditty and knit to the beat. Every gift mattered to the whole. So with all the little scraps that she got from the community, she's going to put something together. She's got her little tea there, her favorite chair, her sewing kit. Night deepened, and the wind began to howl. So deep into the night, it's cold. We love a good moon in children's literature. Always have to have a good moon in children's literature. The tree. This is where Holly lives at. She's got a warm little light coming out of her home with the little fireplace going. Meow. The fox. The duck. Winter had officially arrived. Even the sunrise shivered. Holly was glad to see the little bird looked more alert, although she eyed the gaps in his new home with concern. She approached slowly. We all chipped in, she said. Welcome to the thicket. So next morning, it's bright, blistery day. So she comes and she visits her friend. She brings a present. We all chipped in, she says. Welcome to the thicket. It fits perfectly. Aww. She made him a little sweater. Isn't that fun? Just relax. Holly showed the little bird how to shore up his home against the wind, which was blowing harder every minute. Others came to help. So, look at all the forest friends. They've all got different types of clothing that was made by Holly. Such a cute book. But soon the bitter, biting wind drove them back inside and kept them there. The wind wouldn't let up. It whistled through the trees like a hungry monster looking for snacks. So the cold is back. Everybody goes back into their shelter. Look at the little rabbits hiding in the little wood. Folks played all their games. They've got the little nutshells with the little berry. They're guessing which one it's under. Read all their books. The little rabbit family. They invented recipes and redecorated and tried out fresh styles. Look at the crow. The crow, he's all stylish. He's got his little baubles that he's collected over the years and put them around his mirror. But in the still moments, they worried about one another. Some were bored and some were lonely. Aww. The squirrel friends. The raccoon is a little lonely. Once, one was grateful. The little bird was warm because of his sweater. He was safe because of his shored up home. Because of his new friends, his body grew stronger and his heart lighter. He longed to say thanks. Aw, they took care of the little bird. Now he's in his nice, warm, little cozy home. I love these books. One morning, the wind overslept, and the little bird stepped out into the gold pink light. He took a breath and he gave what gift he could. His song. So he woke up the next morning after the storm was done. Look at those rich gold colors. Rich gold hues and those pale, those like muted blues, muted grays. It was the clearest, sweetest song his friends had ever heard. Like a thread of sunshine, it looped around their hearts and knit them together. And they knew they were not alone. Every creature belonged to the whole. This is a great picture. It's like a thread that brings them all together. The end. The Sweater, a story of community. A good way to wrap up the live. We started out with 2 8s, and then we got some really strong 10s afterwards. The Sweater, a story of community. Okay, in the comment section, let's see what everybody is thinking. We started out what was the other book I read? Oh, The Snoring Beauty. All right. We started out with, let me verify this thing really quick here. Puzzle piece. We started out with Little Leaders, Bold Women in Black History. Then we read Home Sweet Home. We kind of liked this one. This one was all right. Then Snoring Beauty. This one was good, but a little bit too long. We loved Love Finds a Way, especially this foil writing here. And we ended with the sweater. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. Definitely 3 and 4. Definitely 3 and 4. I'm feeling those two. In the comment section, let's see what everybody's thinking. I think Love Wins. Yeah, that was a good one, huh? Just Relax. Just Relax. It was good having you back. I'm glad everything is okay. Good to see you again. Alrighty, friends. Bree, thank you too. Thank you guys so much for joining tonight. Everybody have a good Monday sleep. Tomorrow is Tuesday. We'll be back again with all new fresh titles, new stories to read. It's Tuesday, yeah. And then we have Project Wednesday. I gotta think of what we're gonna do for Project Wednesday. I haven't thought about it yet. Think about that. Alrighty, friends. Yes, thank you so much. And if you are new, please follow. Really appreciate that. And thank you guys so much for sharing the lives. Alrighty, friends. Have yourselves a good night, and we will see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.